Attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey, Ty Cohen here, and I am excited. I'm ready to rock and roll. This is the perfect presentation to bring you at this moment. And at least it's really perfect for me because this is something that I've been playing around with and experimenting with over the last 18 months. And right now I'm actually seeing a ton of success. I'm seeing a lot of success with this stuff, and I'm looking to really scale it up even more so. So what I did was I brought you the man of the hour, someone that is an expert when it comes to this e-commerce stuff. This guy's been doing e-commerce before e-commerce got to be a buzzword, right? So he's been doing this stuff since, I can't even tell you how long. He can tell you when he gets on, but he has been doing this before before everyone else out there that you see has been doing it, right? So I'm the type of individual, when I want to learn, I go directly to the source. Right? I don't like bumbling around, playing around, and things like that. I want to go directly to the source, and that's why I brought this gentleman on, because I also feel that if it's something that I should be learning, I think you should be learning it as well. Right? That's how much I care about you guys, and I want you to take the next step, and no matter what it is that you do. So even right now, if you're selling digital products, you can easily
Muted.
some of that digital stuff into physical stuff, and vice versa. Right? So this right here will show you how to get on the physical end of it. All right, so we've got a ton of people. Let me know that let me make sure that you can hear me. Let's see. Lydia says sound. Lydia, can you hear me? If you can hear me, put a yes into the question mark. Olga says hi. Hey. Hey, Olga, how are you? Yes, says Phil. Good to have you. Where are you folks watching from right now? I'm always interested in seeing where everyone is coming in from, because we usually have such a very diverse crowd. Phil is in England. Nice. Ben says I can hear you loud and clear. Susan says yes. Toga says hi from London. Good to have you, Toga. Nice, nice. Hung up and dialed in by phone. No sound on PC. Says Lydia. She's calling from British Columbia, Canada. I'm from Colorado in the U.S., says Susan. Illinois, Charles. Charles, it must be cold up there right now, right? I think we're getting some snow pretty soon. What else? Who else do we have? We've got Inglewood, California. Melanie, good to have you. Melanie, that has always been one of my favorite names there, Melanie. I actually had a crush on a Melanie back in like 4th grade, so I stuck with that name ever since. Columbus, Ohio. Dallas, yes, says Dix. Berkeley, California is where Mark is at. Amy's in Dallas. James says yes. Canary Islands, Roger. Nice. Saudi Arabia is where Omar is at. Good to have you. Illinois is about 2 inches of snow right now. Ben, there you go. Buffalo, New York. Drew says, sounding good. I love the name Melanie so much that I gave it to my daughter, Olga. There you go. There you go. Ken says he is in Houston, Texas. Good to have you, Ken. We've got Kristen in LA. George in California. Glendale out there. Omar says sound okay. All right. So the sound test is good. And what else? The video is good. Can hear me, can see me, says Eugene in Memphis. All right, so I think it's time for us to bring this guy on. Sam England, good friend of mine. We've known each other for some time here. And I don't know if you folks have been paying attention or not, but there's a recurring theme here, right? I'm not bringing on any new jacks. I'm bringing on folks that can really bring the heat, that can really bring the value, and individuals that I have relationships with, because I think if I am going to share and pass my credibility along to you, to someone else, that it should be someone that I at least know is a worthy character and that is doing what they're teaching. There's so many folks that are in this industry that are just really, really the opposite way, so you got to be careful. So with that said, I'm proud to introduce my good friend.
Unmuted.
Sam, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can everybody hear me?
I think so. Can you folks hear Sam? And Bonnie, just to answer your question really quickly before we jump into this is not audio only. This is video. Bonnie, you should be able to see. You folks can see Sam's screen as well, right? It says e-commerce domination. So Bonnie, that's what you should see. All right.
I've got a new headset here, so I want to make sure everybody can hear fine and everything. Yeah, audio's fine. Good. Yeah, I got a new headset. My other headsets works fine, but the on the earpiece is just falling apart and kind of crumbles little black pieces on my ears. So I got a new one here. I'm gonna test it. Yeah, I want to thank Ty for having me out tonight or today. I usually do these in the evenings, but I want to thank Ty for having me out. Like you said, me and him have known each other for quite a while now, and we actually don't live that far apart. We live, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes apart, so right down the road. And we see each other from time to time, and we eat lunch, breakfast, or whatever. And good people. I only follow good people. Only do webinars with good people, and want to teach my techniques with people that understand and want to get ahead and stuff. So. Okay. All right. So I want to thank everybody for coming out. It looks like we're going to be, you guys can hear me just fine. It's cool. All these people from all over the world is great. Kind of see a lot of people be getting snow and stuff too. And we're supposed to be getting snow, I think, starting tomorrow, which is we don't get a lot of snow here. We don't get a lot of snow, do we, Tyler? When we do, it pretty well cripples the place.
Yeah, we do. I just got a text from my daughter. She said she's at the grocery store. She said people are going nuts right now at the grocery store.
Yeah. I think when I get off here, I'll go get some water and fill up with gasoline and stuff like that in the car. But it'll pass. I mean, it always does, right? Especially here, it'll melt off pretty quickly. But I want to thank everybody for coming out today, and especially thank Ty for having me to show you guys some cool stuff here. You guys get you a pen and paper out, and not just to take notes. Because then I know you guys are going to have questions to ask at the end of it. And if you don't write your question down, you probably forget about it. I usually do. So if I don't write my stuff down, so if I have a thought and I'm not near a pen and paper, then I'll get my cell phone out and take a note on my cell phone. But when you think of a question, write it down then. That way you can ask at the end, right? So you don't forget about what your question was. And most importantly is to take notes, right? So get a pen and paper out, and hope you have a drink. I've got a water here. I'm going to drink some water. What we're going to talk about tonight, guys, is e-commerce and turning your computer into a cash machine, and literally turning your computer into a cash machine. Because if you do things right, guys, you can make a lot of money with the computer. I've got this computer I've been with. Oh, my screen went black. Let's see, it's changed the screen. Okay, it's changing resolution. And this one
I got you, Sam. I could see your screen.
Okay, but it just went black. It's my computer just the resolution's jumping or something. It does that from time to time. But computer can make you guys a lot of money, so we're going to talk about turning your computer into a cash machine. All right, guys? So my goal today is to show you guys some things you've never seen before. Show you guys some things that probably nobody's ever talked about e-commerce today. And so I want to show you guys some cool things, some cool techniques that I've learned over the years. And most importantly is, one of the biggest things people have problems with is finding a product to sell. That's one of the main problems. Next main problem that I always run into over the years is people, after they find the product or the niche product, is where do I find the manufacturers? That's the two main questions that I always get from my customers and my students is where do I find a hot niche product and how? And then after I do that, where I find a manufacturer to supply that product to me, right? So I want to show you some cool techniques that I use and I've been using throughout the years to accomplish that, okay? Okay, if you guys stay till the end, I've got a cool gift for you. And do have an offer at the end, guys. But if you stay to the end, I got a cool gift for you, whether you buy or not. So it's a win-win. It's a 3-package deal, so you get it all for free at the end of it. And I also have a special offer. So if you stay to the end, I'll show you what we got. So what makes me different, guys? What makes me different than everybody else? And Ty's talking about how long I've been doing e-commerce. I've honestly been doing e-commerce since 2003. Kind of dabbled in a little bit before that with eBay, but full-time I started doing it successfully in 2003. So I'm going 13 years now, 13 plus years doing this full-time for my home. And I honestly didn't meet anybody online like Ty Cohen and the people that did marketing until about the end of 2007 because I just did it and hunkered down in my own home and learned how to do this stuff. But been doing it since 2003. I currently run about 30 plus successful e-commerce stores. It goes up and down. I let 2 go yesterday that I've had for quite a while. And it depends on the niche and the manufacturers and the run of the life of the niche, right? So I've successfully run 30 plus stores. I've hosted many events in the IM space. If you guys ever heard of the Warrior event, not the Warrior Forum event, but the Warrior event, I've done I think 6 of them. You see Ty Cohen over there. I think it's one of the days we went to Cracker Barrel. It was probably breakfast. So like I said, Ty, we don't live that far from. He lives closer to the Cracker Barrel than I do. I work with some of the top marketers in the world, and I love helping people just like you guys, right? I love helping people out. Throughout the process, guys, of 13 whole years doing this, I've done a whole lot of things wrong. Learning on my own. I told you I didn't meet anybody till about 2007 online. So from 2003 to 2007, I just did this on my own. There wasn't much, stuff on YouTube or any kind of tutorial software, anything to help me out on our way. And I really just learned it on my own and just kind of winged it and figured all these pieces out. So like I said, throughout the process, I did a whole bunch of things wrong. And I did a whole bunch of things. I did a whole bunch of things right. And the things I did right was far and few in between because I was learning on my own. And like I said, I did a lot of things wrong in the process of trying to learn these things. And after the learning process, you soon get it, right? But anybody's in business online, whether you're doing, a physical store or you own a car dealership or any kind of business, you guys are always going to do things wrong and you're going to learn from your mistakes. We all do, right? So after doing this for 13 years and throughout the process, guys, I have discovered the quickest, easiest ways to get traffic for my products for free. I am a organic traffic freak. I don't like to buy traffic. I wouldn't say I'm lazy. I mean, I like to work. I'm a hard worker. The stats thing really gets me when you have to keep up with a lot. So retargeting is cool. I like to do retargeting, but I discovered years ago how to get organic traffic for free to my websites. And I'll show you guys that technique here in a little while, okay? So make sure you get your pen and paper out and be ready to take notes. I learned how to rank my e-commerce stores with only organic SEO. So this technique is actually easier than you think. And I'm going to show you some examples here in a little bit how easy it is when you think outside the box, okay? I also figured out how to get my product videos ranked on the first page of Google within minutes. I have about a 6 to 7 out of 10 percentage, out of 10% of getting my videos ranked within minutes on the first page of Google. And the product videos. So I learned how to, and I also learned how to build simple product brands that can be sold for big bucks when you're ready to sell them. So the key to it, guys, when you go into business, and especially e-commerce business, I always consider when I start a new niche, started getting to a new product brand, I build that product. I want to start that product brand and build it to where I can sell it. Okay, I usually have a 2 to 3 year span tops where I want to build that up, and I want to sell it, and I want to sell it for big money, and I want to move on, right? And go on to my next niches. I've got now 3 niches that we work on, and you build a brand, guys, to build it to sell it, right? You don't want to keep it forever. Okay, my promise to you guys today, I guarantee that you will learn some new things about e-commerce you've never seen before. So like I said before, get a pen and paper out. You make sure you take notes. Whether you take, you can do it on your computer if you have a notepad or something like that, but you still want to see the screen here. You might even print screen. If you guys know what print screen is on a keyboard, all keyboards have a print screen, and you can put that in notepad. So there's a few spots you might not have time to write everything down. So if you know how to use print screen, you can do that as well. All right, so I'm going to show you some things that you've never seen before, right, about e-commerce. I'm going to show you the fastest way to get reliable manufacturers that want to work with you right now. All manufacturers want to work with you right now. You have to reach out to them, guys, before you get an answer. So we'll talk a little bit more about that in here in a few minutes. But you want to find the manufacturers that want to work with you, and they want to work with you, right? It shows you the easiest ways to grab the best domain names so you can outrank your competitors at lightning speed. This is actually very easy, guys. So one thing I really want to show you how to grab the best domain names within a minute or two. You can figure this out, guys, and I'll show you how, and I'll show you the best examples of how to do that, okay? Who is e-commerce for, guys? E-commerce is for anybody, any of you guys that's working that 9 to 5 job or that 10 to 6 or 8 to 4 or whatever job you're working. Anybody want to get out of that rat race and get tired of working for Bob? I always talk about Bob because I had a Bob a long time ago. It drove me nuts. And every time I'd go to another job, this is when I was younger, I would always refer to a Bob. So get out of not having a boss. Anyone tired to try to make money online but can't seem to get it? Maybe you've tried doing YouTube stuff. Maybe you tried offline marketing. I did offline stuff years and years ago, consulting and building websites and hosting and all that kind of stuff, and just couldn't seem to get it, couldn't seem to make it, couldn't seem to grasp it, right? E-commerce is probably for you then. Anyone looking for extra income to pay the bills? Maybe you're just looking for extra income. Maybe you could just use an extra $5,000 to $10,000 a month. Wouldn't that be cool? Maybe you want to save it for vacation, once a year, a big extravagant $10,000, $20,000 vacation a year for your family. Maybe your children's college tuition, things like that, guys. Pay off your mortgage. And it doesn't really require any special skills either, guys. Anybody tired of the inconsistent income that maybe you're going, and it doesn't really require any special marketing skills to get into e-commerce, and Ty can vouch for that because he's been dabbling in it as well, and it's not really, doesn't really require any special business or marketing skills. If you can follow instructions, you can do it pretty easy and get started pretty quickly. But you can start off easy, guys. You don't have to, if you're working a regular job, and I like to stress this, if you're working a regular job, you say, Sam, how can I do this? I'm working 9 to 5 and I have a family and stuff. Let me explain how. And this is how I did it. I actually had a computer store, guys, and I had employees and stuff and had all the overhead goes along with it. And I met a manufacturer, and tell you a story real quick. I met a manufacturer when we were setting up a server and their network and so forth, and it was a huge manufacturer. I'm still friends with them to this day. and they asked me, said, well, how about you got, I had a full-time web designer at my computer company, and he said, once you build some websites and sell our products online. I thought, well, that's a really good idea, and he explained to me what drop shipping was. And what I did, I started, I had my own business as well, because you might as well say I was working a 9-to-5 job, because I was there every day and had to, because I had the employees and so forth, right? For the most part, I had to be there every day. And I wanted to be able to work from home. So I would come home and spend time with my family, spend time to eat dinner, maybe watch a little TV, hang out with the kids a little bit. And then when everybody went to bed, I would sacrifice a couple hours a night to build my business. It took me about 6 months to really do this. And, sure, I was losing a couple hours of sleep a night, but you can get used to it really quickly, guys. 6 to 7 hours of sleep a night is plenty. Build your business when everybody just goes to bed. You spend your time with your family, and you have some quiet time that you can work on it, guys. And that's how I recommend doing it. Any business if you're working a regular job for somebody else, right? So let me explain what drop shipping is. This is how I got started, guys. And a lot of people call this arbitrage now, I guess. It's still drop shipping in my opinion. It's how I got started. So what I would do, I would go to trade shows, and I figured that this manufacturer that first talked to me said, hey, you list our products, we'll give you pictures, and we'll tell you how much you can sell, how much you pay for them, and how much you should sell them for. And so we built a big college website, guys, really huge. And he said, you put your products on your website, you sell them, you get the money, you send us the emails to order over to where it's going and what the product is, and we'll ship it, blind ship it to your customer. So there's no, you have to inventory, keeping the product, in warehouse, paying for warehousing, inventory, maybe even a product that doesn't sell really well, because I do sell a lot of stuff, right, all the time that doesn't sell a ton of every day, but I do sell quite a bit, right? Stuff that you don't want to inventory, money out of pocket and all that kind of stuff, right? That is the way to go. So drop shipping really interested me, and that's how I really got started with it. And even though I've been importing a lot the last 4 years, I still do quite a bit of drop shipping. That's how I got started. And I highly recommend that if you don't have a budget to get started, it's the quickest way to do it. And people call it arbitrage these days. And a lot of people are talking about AliExpress and stuff and getting stuff from China and so forth. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes. Why choose e-commerce, guys? Why? It's predictable and sustainable. Okay, I started in 2003. I still have my first website. I still have all my websites. I've never been slapped by Google. Google loves e-commerce websites, guys. I've never, in all the years I've been doing this, I ever had a site slapped by Panda or Penguin or whatever new update that Google comes along with to slap and beat down people's websites and de-index them. Why? Because I have legitimate e-commerce websites. They're not affiliate sites. They're not populated sites full of affiliate offers and all that kind of stuff, right? Google loves e-commerce sites, and they will not de-index you and slap you, okay? And like I said, predictable and sustainable. Once I know one website's doing 30,000 a month, for example, or 40,000, whatever the total is, I pretty well know it's going to do that year-round, unless it's a seasonal product, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes too, about seasonal stuff, okay, guys? Once your store is set, it sells for you 24/7. It's amazing. I love getting up in the morning and I'm seeing all these sales, because I didn't do anything but sleep all night, right? I got nice restful sleep in my own bed, and I wake up in the morning and there's money in the store. Better than when I had my computer store, my physical store, where I had to be there most of the time, right? I had to be there to even make a sale, right? Because the store wasn't open, people wouldn't come in to get pick their computers up or buy new computers, all that kind of stuff, get viruses removed, or potential clients. We did a lot of networking and run cable, fiber optic, stuff like that. I set up VPNs. If we wasn't in a store doing sales, we wouldn't be able to do anything. So that's why I love e-commerce. You can work from anywhere in the world, guys. If you have a legitimate dropship business, as long as you have an internet connection and a laptop at least, you can work from pretty well anywhere in the world, just an internet connection laptop, guys. Choose your own hours. You can work full-time or part-time. Like I told you a while ago, you choose hours you want to work. If you're working a 9-to-5 job, then you'd have to do this part-time to build it up to where you can go full-time, right? That's how it goes. It's a simple math, right? So if you're working a full-time job and you want to make this work, you don't want to quit your job right now to try to make this go full-time. You want to build it up and build it part-time to where you're making a little bit of money, you understand the business, and where you're making enough money to pay your bills, okay? So then you can ramp it up. But you can do it full-time or part-time. I prefer full-time because I love doing this. And after you get your business built and you get your websites going, guys, it's not that much to really maintain it at all. All right, no boss. That's one of my favorite things as well. I am my own boss. If I don't work, I don't make any money, right? And as simple as that. Build a real business that will stand the test of time. Like I told you guys a while ago, I still have my first website. I still don't have my first websites, but my first huge website, the first one that ever started, I still have it still maintained to this day. One of the best things about this, guys, you can start pretty well making money right away. It doesn't take any really special skills or anything. You can start making money, whether it's eBay, Amazon, your own websites, or whatever. You can start making money within a couple of days if you just ramp it up, right? And let's talk about the three keys of building a successful e-commerce business, guys. One of the keys to consider first is make sure your target has repeat customers. The best customer is the one who already knows and trusts you. So make sure you have a market where you can upsell, you can cross-sell, you can sell other products to the customer, and have, it's a repetitive business, right? So if you're selling gun oil, for example, you can sell maybe bow and arrows, maybe other stuff for the guns, gun stocks. There's a lot of different things hunters like, right? Same thing as golfers. So make sure you have a repeat customers, okay? Is it a seasonal niche product like Christmas ornaments, Halloween costumes? If it is, guess when you're going to be selling these? From October through December, or in the middle of October through December. 2 months, basically, 2.5 months. Is it seasonal? If it's Christmas stuff, guys, then you're not going to sell a whole lot. Now, I am in a Christmas niche. I have a really big, couple big websites. I sell particular Christmas stuff, and I do still sell some. I think I had like 8 orders this morning. We had about 8 orders, still Christmas-related stuff, and it will slow down. But it's a seasonal thing, right? Halloween costumes, you're not going to sell many of them throughout the year either. So you need to consider that, guys. Let's just talk about garden statues. I sell garden statues quite a bit. I sell them mostly in the spring and the summer, right? How about cycling? Cycling, maybe you know what cycling is. People like Tour de France type of thing, right? They cycle and like do their biking and all that stuff. And it's probably going to be mostly in the warmer weather seasons, right? Spring and summer. So you got to consider that kind of stuff when you're getting into picking a niche, right? If you're doing a Christmas ornament, you better have other niches that keeps going out throughout the year. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying don't do seasonal stuff because you make a lot of money doing seasonal stuff, but it's only going to last so long, okay? Competition is good. It shows that there is a market, but know your competitors and research them first. Very important, guys. Competition is good. If there's no competition, there's not a niche. There's not a market. I didn't say there's niche, I'm sorry. There's not a market. So competition is good. It shows that there's a market. So know your competitors and research them beforehand. So all your competitors, I usually like to go to the first 2 pages of Google, anybody can be competing with, and go look at their stuff. Look at their keywords, their page design, their shipping return policies, everything, guys. Do they do free shipping? Do they show their 1-800 number visible on their site? A lot of different aspects of it. I want to look at them and see what they're doing, right? And know them beforehand. Who are the big dogs, guys? If the whole page or 2 is full of Amazon and eBay listings, you're probably not going to be able to compete. Just saying. All right. Next, what to consider: avoid products that everybody in the world is trying to sell. What I mean by that, don't try to sell commodities like toothpaste, toothbrushes. Like the lighted toothbrushes, the vibrate, and all this kind of stuff like that. Stay away from commodities: toilet paper, toothbrushes, deodorant, soaps, any kind of stuff like that. Stay away from that, guys. Anything that expires, food products, stuff like that, stay away from, okay? Concentrate on more expensive and lightweight products. Don't limit your profits. This is very important, guys. Very, very important. I learned it the hard way, okay? Concentrate on more expensive and lightweight products. Okay. I had my first website. I built it up. I wanted to be the biggest college website online. It's still a pretty big website. We ended up dealing with over 100 drop shippers at one time and 36,000 plus products, okay? We had a lot of products. It was $9.99, $12.99, $14.99, $19.99. We was selling crap tons. Couldn't sleep. I mean, it was just so much going on, so much help desk stuff, all that kind of stuff, just in sales, just keeping up with stuff. It was really crazy. And would have figured out after doing this for about 1.5 years, basically killing myself, is that I wanted to concentrate on more expensive products. We took out 20,000 products off that website and concentrate on everything that's $50 and above. So my goal nowadays, my average order, I'll tell you what my average order is $79.99 to $99.99 right now. It's been that way for about 3 years now, 3.5 years. $79.99 to $99.99. I highly suggest you guys start off $50 and up, right? More expensive. And that's what I sell the stuff for. I ain't saying my profit margin or anything like that, guys. I'm saying because the product cost me 20, basically 22, and I sell for 80, right? 31, I sell it for $99.99. but products that people will buy for 50 bucks or more, okay? So a $50 product will probably cost you 29. I have a product now that I sell for 50, it costs me 19, for example, right? So I double my profit off of it. So more expensive. Lightweight, here's the thing, guys. I talked about garden statue a while ago, right? Heavy. They cost more to ship. They break easier, that kind of stuff. Lightweight, cheaper shipping, right? Especially if you're doing free shipping. I have free shipping on most of my sites, and the average shipping cost is $6, $6 or $6.95. So I have to eat that every time, right? If it's selling garden statues all the time and doing free shipping, it's 22 to 25 bucks per one it goes out. So if I'm paying $42 for a garden statue and sell for 100, and then I have to pay 25 to ship it because I'm doing free shipping, it eats up my profit, right? So try to keep it lightweight and a little bit more expensive. I'll give you another tip real quick. It's not on here, guys. It's trying to stay away from sizes. Flip-flops, for example, I bought tons of them before. You'll sell certain sizes, you'll get stuck with certain sizes. Same way in shirts, same way in belts. You get more returns. You know why? Because people can't test a belt and put it on physically online. So a lot of people order the wrong size belt, for example. Shoes the same way. So if you can help it, stay away from anything that has to do with sizes, because you either have more than enough returns, and or you'll sell all of the sizes everybody wants, and you'll have to be stuck with a whole bunch of sizes that sell. Okay. Oops. Sorry. My mouse is a little touchy today, guys. Don't give up, guys. Take advantage of you guys take advantage of all the resources you have on the internet these days. Why I say that? Well, remember I started 2003, and I didn't have all the resources you guys have. I didn't have software products to do research with to help me out with without taking me weeks. Now there's software you can do stuff within seconds. I didn't have all the resources. I didn't have info products and stuff. So don't give up, guys. You have a lot more advantage and a lot more resources than I did when I got started. So one of the big things I like to say too, guys, is you've got to keep it simple. And Ty agrees with this. I've heard Ty say this many times. You got to keep it simple. If you overthink things, guys, you'll just keep overthinking. You'll never get anywhere. So you've got to keep it simple. Okay, researching for product ideas. Okay, look for other similar products around the internet. Okay, other similar products around the internet, and you can just do a search on Amazon for about any product and start looking for something. For example, look on Amazon, eBay, and Google to learn how well they're selling. And by that, and I'll show you an example here in a few minutes, by looking at sold counts and review counts. Okay? Sold counts and review counts, you know what that is, right? That's how much feedback and stuff they're getting, right? Okay, how much they're selling for. To get an idea of the market possibilities, like I said a while ago, you want to try to sell products $50 and above, right? Don't limit your possibilities. Sell more expensive and lightweight products, right? So know how much they're selling for. Look at sold counts, guys. Look at the sold counts of the products and reviews that people's got, and also you can look at the reviews. But I like to look at the counts, and I'll show you examples in a minute what I mean by that and how I calculate it. All right, researching for hot products, guys. It's feedback and criticism in the reviews to improve the product yourself. So, for example, if I'm looking at the feedback of a product, and maybe it's a cheese slicer or something like that, and I look at they're having bad reviews, and there's sold a lot of them, but they don't have that good of reviews. You go look, and people maybe complaining, well, maybe the instructions didn't explain stuff enough, right? Just different things like that. Maybe I could add a video tutorial go along with the product, right? That they can watch online, or give them a PDF, extra PDF to go along with. You can bundle something with it, right? So look at that kind of stuff. The feedback and criticism and reviews from Amazon and eBay and them types of places, right? Very, very important. What styles are selling best? Know what style design to sell. And that includes color as well, all right? I have run into products before in the past that a particular color would sell better than another color in a particular product. So know what styles and they're selling the best, right? Or design. Know who your major players are. Like I said a while ago, do research on your all your competition guys first. Get an idea of the market size and your competition. Use Google Trends. This is important too, guys. Use Google Trends to look at what research looked like over the past few years for your product or niche. Okay, Google Trends is very, very important. I'll give you an example. If you go to Google Trends, and Google Trends is free, go to Google and type in trends. You type in all you do is simply type in your keywords, and you can see what the trend is. And you'll see right here, like I did Alabama Crimson Tide football, and actually in this niche as well, I have a pretty good following in this type of stuff, now especially Alabama stuff and some other teams, that you see how the long-term search is coming up, right? It keeps coming up. Sure, it'll jump back down because this is right here is in the off season, but it keeps climbing over the years, right? So I know over time by using Google Trends that the Alabama Crimson Tide football keeps rising, right? So let's give you guys an example of finding hot niche products. You see how I've got them circled there, guys? And we're looking, and we're going to refer back to this here in a little bit. But you see the review counts here, and I'll show you how I calculate this. Pegaro John Deere John Force tractor, right? 330. Go Pet Club Tree, Cat Tree. This is Cat Tree. Oh, I'm having problems with my mouse today, guys. Got a new mouse and mouse pad as well, so something's funny going on, and a headset. Look, 1,433, okay? Now here's how I calculate this, guys. They actually had 1,444 reviews on this, okay? Let's calculate this. I've been doing Amazon for a number of years now, and from my experience, and this is very, very conservative, that I would say they sold 10 times more of that. So maybe 1 out of 10 people, if you're lucky, will leave you a review. So I'm estimate they've sold about 14,000 of these. If you 10 times 1,400, they've sold 13, 14,000 of these easily, okay? Because it is hard to get reviews, and it's hard to get 1 out of 10 people, from my experience, to even even with software and stuff, you're just trying to get the people to leave reviews as tough. So that's how I calculate. I usually like take 10 times, and that's, like I said, being conservative. It's probably more than that, and that's a good way of gauging. This is actually a snapshot of one store stuff that they were selling, and I seen here, look, 577, so 5 times that, or 10 times that, so about 5,000, and it's a $140 product. Easily go Google, go Pet Club Cat Tree, and you'll find the manufacturer. Easy smeezy lemon squeezy. Simple as that. So I'm going to give you guys some hot niches, give you guys time to write this stuff down. We'll talk about it a little bit. Collegiate NFL, they're sports fanatics. In any sports, you guys, if you live in the UK, you have your own type of football. You guys are rabid fans. Heck, they even tear down stadiums over there and have riots and stuff, I think. I think they do crazy stuff here too, but soccer over there. We have basketball here, but from my experience, collegiate and NFL. And collegiate is my favorite. Let me explain why. If you went to college somewhere, you're alumni forever to the day you die. If you went to NC State, you're alumni to the day you die. You're always going to root for that team, more or less, right? And then you're going to have rivalries in your family. Maybe your wife went somewhere else. Maybe your cousin went somewhere else. You always have rivalries. You all talk smack to people and stuff. And these people were rabid buyers. They don't root for another team because they're alumni for that team, right? And they'll buy all kinds of stuff, build their man cave, stuff like that. NFL, on the other hand, is still a good, compassionate niche. From my experience, people will move on, right? If you're a Cincinnati Bengals fan, you lived in Cincinnati for a while, and you moved to Florida, you might root for Tampa Bay or whatever team's down there now. I'm not into sports, keeping up with the team. Tampa Bay, I think Buccaneers, right? But what I'm saying, you can root and move around and stuff and change around. The people that's really tied into their sports collegiate fan base is these kind of fanatics, collegiate people. So write that down. Cycling, guys. Just giving you examples. There's tons of billions of different niches, guys. Sub niches. Cycling. We talk cycling, so you can sell cycling jerseys, cycling bibs. Maybe you even have a website just selling cycling carbon frames, just the frames, high-end frames, guys. You can have websites selling just the gloves and apparel and stuff. There's a lot of different things in cycling you can sell. Same thing as golfing, right? Golfing, there's all kinds of different products you can sell and stuff for the golf cart, not counting their clubs and their club bags and their divot tools and all that kind of stuff. I like scuba diving. That's a very expensive hobby, guys. All that stuff is expensive. You have to have all the newest and the latest gadgets, computers and stuff put on your wrist and all that kind of stuff. And it's a very expensive hobby, so it's very passionate, right? Baby and infant, survivalist, pets. People love their pets. Think about it. Most of you probably do have pets. You have a cat or dog or birds or whatever you have. People are passionate about their pets. They buy those pet beds for their cats and dogs. I just bought a pet bed, another pet bed for my cat, and little toys and so forth. Healthcare, bird watchers, guys. That's big too. Scrapbooking. They have scrapbooking.
Animals and pets. Anything with animals and pets are huge.
Huge. I have some fan pages, guys, for some pets and some strange pets that absolutely have rabid followings. Every time I post anything, I can guarantee I get hundreds or even thousands and thousands of shares. That video I did on one of my fan pages for a strange pet, I got 80-some thousand shares off of it, guys. People are passionate about their pets. Like you said, I've got a cat. There was a cat person growing up that much, but I've got a cat I've had for 17 years now, and I love her to death. Everything, whenever she passes away, it's going to be heartbreaking because we love her to death. She's the best little animal ever. And people will buy stuff for their pets. They'll buy the cool little dog collars. I was in a niche years ago, guys, selling $30 pet dog collars. $30 collars, and the leashes were $30 pop too. And I sold a lot of them. Why? Because it was Italian leather. You couldn't get it. Was special leather, and they had stamped cool little things on what they call. I can't remember what they were called, but they're really nice. And I sold a lot of them. I wouldn't personally pay $30 for a dog collar or $30 for a leash. $60 for a set, right? But I sold a lot of them until the company went out of business a few years ago. I guess they couldn't sell enough of this. There's all as a leather company. But like Ty said, people are passionate about their pets, right? Like bird watchers, I like to watch birds. I don't go out in the woods and actually do it a lot, but I do like doing it. Scrapbooking's big. They have a big convention up in Raleigh every year. I think it's like one of the biggest ones in the country. Hunting people. I got a neighbor over here. He does everything. When it comes hunting season, oh my goodness, he's never home. He's always hunting. Cleaning his guns and all that stuff, all the new gadgets. I think I talked to him one day. He had bought a new camera to set up to watch just take snapshots of the deer when they come eat his corn and he's fattening them up. Martial arts, all stuff. MMA, guys, MMA, UFC type of stuff, all hot. Any niche stuff like that. Just think of a niche, guys. Okay, holiday niches. Like I said before, know if it's a seasonal niche, guys. Christmas, Halloween, Father's Day, and Mother's Day only comes once a year, right? Easter, St. Patrick's Day, etc. I'll give you my opinion on Easter. Don't do it. I've done an Easter before, and I never did really good with it. I've tried it. I just never really did well with it. Christmas and Halloween's pretty good. Christmas is the best in my opinion. As far as making a lot of money really quickly, Christmas is easily the best time of season to make a lot of money. Hobby and novelty products, guys. So any type of hobby, novelty, the guy that builds cars in his garage and stuff, he's buying all kinds of little stuff for it, race car, whatever, novelty types of stuff, man cave stuff, right? Like I said, we've talked about hunting and stuff like that. It's more like a hobby, scuba diving's hobby, any type of stuff like that. Maybe the kids, the novelty thing is kind of like a kid that buys a big train horn to put on their vehicle to run around the streets in Miami in front of movie theaters to scare people. It's kind of like that's a novelty product, I guess. An air horn. You go to your kid's ball game and you have that little thing that's you hold in your hands, a little air thing, a little novelty stuff, right? So that's what kind of stuff you can sell a lot of too, guys. I like the hobby novelty stuff as well. Finding reliable manufacturers. Number 2, guys, finding reliable manufacturers. Right? Investigate and research competition. We talked about that a while ago. Know who your competitors are before you get into it, okay? One of my favorites is trade shows and merchandise market directories to easily find reliable manufacturers. So let me explain here. You see where it says trade shows and merchandise market. So if you're doing a Google search, guys, make sure you know which one you try different ones. You'll get different search results for them. It depends on your country from what I found out, okay? So trade shows are really big from overseas. I've seen merchandise markets around here, and I'm going to show you an example here in a few minutes of directories. Looking at their directories, find manufacturers. And this, I love going to trade shows myself just to go to them. But the thing is, a lot of people don't like to go to trade shows. Until recently, you wasn't able to actually go in and do this. They didn't have the directories open. So now you can go in and find these directories open and find manufacturers really quick, guys, by category. Just by using trade shows. So if you don't want to go to trade shows, you can't afford to go to the pay for air flight and hotels and all that kind of stuff, or you just don't have time because you're working a regular job, then you can go research trade show and merchandise market directories, okay? Pay attention to detail, guys. My mouse has been acting funny today. Pay attention to details when investigating a potential manufacturer. And this is what I'm talking about. If you email a manufacturer or you call them and nobody answers, if you call them, you leave a voicemail, right? Write it down. Write that down. If I go to a manufacturer's website, I always print out the contact us page. So if I called them and they didn't answer, I'll write a note. Called, left email, left message, and put the date. Same thing as an email. Emailed on this date. And the next day, if they hadn't got a response, we do it again. So you know what kind of people you're going to be dealing with if you started working with them. If they don't respond back to you in a few days, and you know you don't want to fool with them, right? If they don't call you back, leave a message with you or anything like that, chances are if you started working with them, you had a problem with the orders, and you probably wouldn't want to work with them because they're probably going to be taking forever to get back with you, get back to solving the problem with the order. Maybe they shipped something wrong to your customer or whatever. Pay attention to details, guys, when you're investigating a manufacturer. If they're slow with dealing with you back and forth, then they're going to be slow about shipping stuff out and slow about customer support. So my opinion, don't use middlemen. Never pay a monthly fee. Okay, don't use middlemen. You guys heard of DOBA? and I'm not trying to knock their whole business down, or Worldwide Brands is another, WWB. They sell a monthly subscription to importers, manufacturers that'll drop ship for you. To be honest with you, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to go through a middleman. You don't need to go through a middleman. You'd pay them for them showing you where these manufacturers is, and I'm going to show you how you can do it yourself. You don't need to worry about going through middleman. And then if you have a problem with the order, guys, then you have to go through the middleman again. It's not good. Don't never do that. Find manufacturers do not sell to the general public. What do I mean by that? If I go to a manufacturer, I'm investigating a potential manufacturer that I want to sell their products, and I go to their website and they have buy buttons on their products on their website, I don't want to work with them. I don't want them selling their products to the general public. I don't want them selling, and I'll ask them as well, do they sell on Amazon or eBay before I work with, because I don't want to compete with these people. So any manufacturer, and I prefer them not even having their products really listed on their website at all, but especially with the buy buttons. So don't work with companies, manufacturers that sell their own products, right? All right, remember that finding merchandise is not the biggest problem you guys have. So look around, guys. Look around the world. Go to the mall. Go to the stores around your shopping centers and stuff like that. There's billions and billions of products available. You just need to know where to find them. Like I said a minute ago, a solid manufacturer will make every part of e-commerce business easier and more profitable. If you're dealing with a drop shipping company, guys, every part of it will be easy if they respond back to you in a timely manner, whether it be email or a phone call, right? They'll make it so much easier on you. I recently had a manufacturer that I had worked with for years, and they had a problem with their shipping box, their boxing, how they're boxing these products up, and we was having a lot of them getting broken and stuff, and they had to crunch down and stuff, or I was going to quit selling their products because my time is worth a lot more than chasing down and finding out what's going on with these broken products. So you have to talk to them. So make a good manufacturer that does things right will make your business so much easier, guys. It's a lot easier than you think to find a manufacturer who wants to work with you. Really, really a lot easier. So let me show you an example here, guys. How to find them quickly. So I'm going to give you guys a few minutes. Write this down. We'll put them all four up here. And take a snapshot. You guys getting a lot out of this? Let me get the questions box out of here. You guys getting a lot out of this? You guys still awake? I see there's a bunch of people here. Oh yeah, we got a packed house here, guys. So write this down, guys, especially the first two right here, okay? These two right here are the same basically as these two bottom right here, but in brackets here. It'll do the same search result except for the .uk. This is for you guys over there. And if you're in China, it would be .ca, I think it is, and whatever country extension you'll be using, right? And .com's the best. You're not searching for .nets. Most people don't have .nets these days. So we'll go through the questions, give you guys time to write this down. I'm going to show you how to use this, how it's used. And you see I've got an example here of toys, right? Got an example here of dogs. We could put, and all you're going to be replacing here in a minute is like dog beds, dog collars, or whatever, right? I'm going to see a couple of examples here in a minute. I'm just going through the questions here. Cool, cool, cool. Appreciate it. All right, guys. So site, Cohen.com, dropship agreement. So we're looking for dropship agreement. I'm looking for toys. This is for the example here, and I'll be looking for dog here. So let's go to the next one. And here we went for look for pets. And like I said, all you replace here, if you're looking for pet beds, if you look for dog collars, dog leashes, whatever you're looking for, and you're looking for a dropship agreement. Here's what we found out from just looking for pets. First 5, dropship agreement, affiliate program and dropship agreement, pet supply dropship program, top dog pet supply dropship service agreement, dropship agreement. This dropship agreement is effective. Da 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 da. See how effective that is? Next screen here, guys. Baby. So I'll go back here with the pets. We did baby. So I could do baby beds, crib beds, that kind of stuff here, guys. Look, 2 million results, a little 2 million. First one, dropship orders, dropship specifications. Email me directly regarding minimums of dropship agreements, baby bundle dropship program, dropship customers, and to start dropshipping, simply complete our basic dropship agreement. See how that is? Like 5 out of the first top right here, guys, by using that algorithm I got here. So let me go back here and let you guys time to write that down again if you haven't done it so yet. You can also print your screen. I know I talk fast, guys. I'm a fast talker. I always have been. I guess it's a Spanish blood in me. My mother's Spanish, and she talks very quickly too. So that's the algorithm you use, guys. So you guys in the UK could use this right here, for example, or you can use the .coms. And to be honest with you, these two bottom one here will do the same thing as up here. We just put the quotes here as the brackets, okay? Cool stuff, isn't it? It's really a lot easier than you think, guys, if you use simple tools or simple techniques to help you along the way, right? And get you started understanding how this works. Okay, I'm going to show you guys the next example. This is cool. This is the Dallas Market Center. This is another merchandise trade show that happens in Dallas. I think they do it twice a year. I know that in Atlanta they do them a couple times a year. The big show in Atlanta. They're actually getting ready to do one. Today's the 5th. Oh, tomorrow's my birthday. On I think the middle of the month they actually have. And here's comes upcoming shows. Here you go. March, June, International Lighting Show, Apparel and Accessories. Total Home and Gift Show, that's usually the big one they probably have every year. The Home and Gift Show is one kind of the ones I like to go to. They have them in Atlanta, Chicago, Orlando, Vegas has shows all the time. There's just shows going on all the time, guys. But Dallas Market's a big place you go to. They have the big ones like once or twice a year. The big ones are like the gift shows I always like to go to. Atlanta Market has 2 a year. They have one in the middle of January and one in June, I think it was, June or July. They're huge. But what I'm getting at here, guys, is if you look around and put your mouse over things and be investigative, which a lot of people are not, I like to usually scroll at the bottom of the website and see if I can see links that are usually not up here. But in this case, I went to buyers and become a buyer at the market and search our products. You see how easy that was? And this was just a drop down is all it was. I hit my mouse over buyers, said become a buyer. I just put my mouse over the next one. I had to click it. It said at the market and search our products. It's simple as that. Company directory, product category. See right here? So I just went searching for product categories. Scroll down, look, and notice all these categories from A to B to C all the way down, guys. I've just picked Christmas. Look, there's collegiate. We was talking about college a while ago, right? And look at Christmas, and I went to collectibles, figurines, and view lines. Just to see all the lines within Christmas and collectible figurines, which is higher end stuff, guys. I sell a lot of, I just sold one this morning for $60 that it's a Santa Claus figurine. It's like 20 inches tall. Nutcrackers, that kind of stuff, anything that's higher end, make you more money, more profit margins. So I went there and instantly seen all these different companies. Look, and just all these companies. So I just picked Roman, for example. I just clicked it. And right off the bat, look here, guys. There's their website. Look, there's their phone number. There's their address. Everything. Email right here. It's all here. Even their contacts. Can't scroll down there, but even their contacts is there. I scroll down their contacts and the showroom manager and stuff. But most importantly, I got their website, I got their email, I got a phone number to call them, right? And their address. So, and it tells down here what kind of products it is. That's how easy it is to go to these product directories, guys. But you have to be investigative, like I said. If you don't click things, and like I said, to start off with, scroll at the bottom of the websites a lot of times. First thing you go to a website, a lot of times, scroll at the bottom and see if you see different things. For example, a lot of contact us. That's where a lot of people stick their contact us link, their shipping returns links, that kind of stuff, or directories and so forth. Okay, their buyers directories, product categories directories. Because like I said, back in the day when I had go to trade shows, they didn't have this. It wasn't open to the public. Even if you was a member, you still didn't have access to all the directories of the companies. Which is pretty cool. So it keeps people from, like you or me, don't have to go to the trade shows. I can just sort through these categories and find manufacturers and contact them, email them to see if they'll let us drop ship their products or call them. Okay, pretty simple technique for sure. It's always important, guys, to ask questions. Don't never assume anything. Ask questions so you can have the answers, make a decision, right? Indecision is a bad decision. I think I posted that on Facebook the other day. Indecision is a bad decision. So it's important to ask and not assume anything. Always ask, guys. Don't be afraid to call a manufacturer over the phone. I mean, they're not going to, what are they going to do? Say, no, we scream at you and holler at you and call you bad names and stuff? No, because they want to work with you. And if they are terrible on the phone, terrible to you, then good riddance to them. You don't want to work with them anyways, but you have to ask questions, guys. You have to call people. You have to email people. As simple as that. That's not like you're soliciting over the phone or anything like that. Manufacturers want to work with you. Why? Because if they're not working with people and people's not selling their products, they're not going to be in business very long, right? Sad but true. One of the next things, guys, key number 3 is customer service. Very, very important. Have a 1-800 number and a customer contact form on your website. Always, always, always. Or on your listing if you can. 1-800 number, I use evoice.com. You can get an account for like $20. Get a 1-800 number with multiple lines. Not multiple phone numbers, but multiple lines, like customer support, accounting, sales, that kind of stuff, right? You have different lines. It's the same number, but it sounds better. And a contact form on your website is very, very important. Being upfront and honest with your customers. So if a product is out of stock, guys, here's my my cure for that. I used to hate to contact customers and say, well, the product's not in stock, it's going to be 3 to 4 weeks. Do you want to cancel it? Do you want to back order? Well, guess what? About 75% of the people that you will call or you contact will say, yeah, it's fine, let's go ahead and hold on back order. You would be surprised. So be upfront with and honest with your customers. Don't make them wait to have to call you guys and say, hey, you know, where's my product? It's been weeks and you haven't contacted me. Contact them, guys, whether it's email or a phone call. Most people prefer phone call. Contact your customers immediately, guys. Like I said, if there's a customer issue on back order or issue on the product, that size is not in stock, maybe they would be happy with a different size jersey or whatever it is, right? So very, very important. It's your opportunity to shine. You win repeat business and have customers who will tell their friends, and you have free advertising, guys. So if you have a happy customer, and you call them, you'd be surprised how many people will say, thank you for calling me. I'm super glad you did, because a lot of companies wouldn't do that.
Sam, I think that's a good point. I just want to interject right now, because no one does that. We do it here sometimes when we call up, when we get new customers and we call them up, and people are they're blown out of their socks that we actually took the time, 2 minutes to call them and to say thank you.
Yep.
Right. So I appreciate you sharing that. That's an awesome
tip
right there.
Yeah, a lot of people also.
Yep. No, I was going to say that's an awesome tip, and it's a money-making tip, because now you've built up your credibility, right? And that person will buy from you forever, as well as tell their family, friends, and peers.
Yep, that's the truth. I've had customers say, well, I'll take 2 of this other product, because I just tried to call them. Well, that's cool. Go ahead and send me 2. If there's in stock, go ahead and send me 2 of them. I had a garden statue here not long ago. Told them that it would be a couple weeks because we're waiting for the container to come in. And they said, well, I've got my cousin likes this other team. Why don't we just go ahead and order that too? So they've spent another $100 with me by calling them. Okay, so it's like Ty says, you repeat customers. And they'll tell their friends and stuff. And you'll have people say, well, I had a friend that had this so-and-so thing on their car and stuff, and it was so cool, I'd like to have one, They're just talking so good about it. And these are the people who leave you positive reviews. These are the people who leave you positive reviews. And, that's, like I said, this is your time to shine, guys. You always want to, the thing is, if you're dealing with Amazon or eBay, especially these days, you want to have good review count, because if not, they tear your business up.
Yeah.
So give your customers a way to provide feedback. All right, always do that on your website. Whether you have the link that says rate this product or anything like that. Try to give you a way to feedback. And here's the way I like to do this, guys. Use package insert to get positive feedback from your loyal customers. So anytime you ship anything out on Amazon or eBay, or even your own websites for that matter, but especially on Amazon or eBay, all you have to do is print this one out generic type of form, guys, one piece of paper. It says, thank you for your order. Please go over your package details, make sure everything is packaged properly, there's nothing broken, yada, 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 right? It's really short and sweet. It's all it has to say. And then at the end of it, thank you, and please leave, a 5-star feedback, right? 5-star review, something like that, right? You don't say, if you're happy or something like that. Just say, please leave us a 5-star review or feedback. And most people will be urged to do that. You can also give coupons out too as well. So, thank you very much, 10% coupon for our thank you, to you. And then please leave us a 5-star review. And most people will be willing to give you a 5-star review instead of just giving you a bad one. You know what I mean? So use package inserts. Those only piece of paper, guys. You can print it out on your own printer, print a bunch of them out, and every time you ship a package out, or whoever ships your package out, if you have a place that ships them out for you or whatever, use a package insert, piece of paper, whatever, right? Just print it off your printer and put it in there. Always supply tracking numbers to your customers. Very, very important, guys. People want to know when the hell their package has been shipped out, when they might get it, so they can track it themselves. So if you get how I do it with my drop shippers per se, they always at the end of the evening, usually about 5 o'clock, I'll get emails from UPS. And I'll have all the tracking numbers, and my people could post them into our website, and then here's your tracking number, and then they hit shipped, and it gives them an email. They have it right then and there. So always just supply tracking numbers. Good customer service means going through having the knowledge of the inventory, experience with your products, and be able to help customers make the best choices for them. So if somebody calls you and say, what size is this product? Because they want to fit it on a vehicle, what size is it? Do I have room to put it? Maybe it's a train horn. They want to know what the decibel is, how loud it is. You can have, you need to know what your product is, so you can more help your customers make the best choice of what they want, right? The best color for them, or whatever the product is, right? Listen to your customers, guys. This is very, very important too. Listen to your customers' feedback. I should have put feedback in here. Listen to your customers. They'll give you some great ideas for new product ideas or how you can better your product, guys. I actually invented a product, basically invented a product. Come up with the idea of, after I kept getting reviews from customers saying, I want a product to do this. And we just didn't have it. You know what I mean? Our products were all custom made and stuff. And they said, we'd like to have a product. We can do this stuff with ourselves. And I come up with this idea, and I approached my manufacturers that was currently doing the product for us. I say, hey, can you make this for us? And it took us a little while, a little research and development, but we had this product made, and it's been a really, very good seller because I listened to my customers and kept getting feedback from them and said, God, this has got to be something I can sell because they want it, right? So listen to your customers, guys. Alan is a return customer of mine. Alan Oliver spent $246.54. Back in 2010, he placed his first order with me, guys. He spent $66.98 on 6/30. Within a month and a half, he come back and spent another $86.98 with me. Well, I didn't see little old Alan for 5 more years. Look at here, almost 5 years, 4.5 years. I didn't see Alan at all, boy. I was tore up. Look, Alan come back and spent $92.58. Why? Because Alan is a loyal customer. Likes our products, comes back and buys different products. He's different prices. He come back and buy different things. And so Alan is a loyal customer. That's just an example right there. And Alan spent $246.54 with me out of 3 total orders, right? So let's talk about domain names, guys. Get your all ears up. Let's talk about domain names. It's another time you want to take notes, okay? So let's talk about domain names real quick. Choosing good domain names, guys. Always, always, always buy keyword-rich domain names. And don't let anyone tell you that keyword-rich domain names, buying keyword-rich domain names doesn't work. It does work. That's how I built almost every business. All my websites online is by outranking my competitors using relevant keyword-rich domain names. Very important. Stay away from trademark names, guys. I've made this mistake myself. I owned about 10 NCAA bike jerseys, NCAA college gear, NCAA, I don't know, a bunch of them years ago. This is a long time ago, and didn't know better. And guess what? I got some calls from the NCAA. So, but didn't get in any trouble. You know, they just told me, just warned me, hey, take them down, da 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 da. And I've had some other issues too in the past with trademark. For example, I had a domain called Oceanic Divers. So, for example, who would think Oceanic Divers would be trademarked? But it actually was by a company that makes it's called Oceanic. Actually, they make regulators for divers, scuba divers. And I almost got sued over that one. And another one, Wolfpack Pride. So I had a Wolfpack Pride, North Carolina Wolfpack website. It was called Wolfpack Pride. Didn't say anything, it didn't say NC State or anything, just called Wolfpack Pride. I sold that to the guy that owns the Carolina Mudcats years ago, 5 years ago, and he's a big contributor to NC State, but he owns the Mudcats, and he almost got sued by them. He had to take that site down after about 2 years after he bought it from me because they trademarked the name Wolfpack.
Nice.
Wolfpack. Nobody can have a website with Wolfpack like that. It was Wolfpack Pride. So, but this example, you just never know, guys. But anything that's relevant, a relevant trademark name, don't do it, guys. Anything that you know it's a trademark you get trouble with, just don't do it. 3 to 4 word domain name. 3 to 4 words in the domain name. And I'll show you examples here in a second. 3 to 4 words, no more than that in your domain name. No hyphens, numbers, or abbreviations. Nothing. And .com is always best. I do not own any .nets, .orgs, .store, .supply, or .whatever they are. .com is always best. So, relevant keywords, domain names. Stay away from trademark names. 3 to 4 word domain names. They don't need to be long, and I'll show you how easy it is. No hyphens, numbers, or abbreviations in your domain name. You don't need to use that, guys. So, and .com is always the best. Let's show you an example of competition. Remember I talked about competition before? And if there's no competition, you don't have a market. Now, you're not always going to see shopping on top of your they're number one for birding binoculars. But you see here where you got shopping on top here, and you see ads over here. You know there's competition, guys, so it's a really good sign, right? And that's an example of looking for competition as well. All right. Birdingbinoculars.com, taken, right? Dag nabbit. That's when I just want to turn around and quit and say, I'm done. I can't. They got my domain name. What am I going to do, right? Somebody owns that domain name. Birdingbinoculars.com. It's 2 words, by the way. Birding Binoculars. You don't count the .com, okay? How about this, guys? Birding Binoculars Center. 3 words. Birding Binoculars Center. You're still using birding binoculars as your main keywords, but you have center right here, right? Sounds cool. It doesn't. It helps. So that was available, right? How about Birding Binoculars Depot? Again, 3 words. Birding Binoculars Depot, right? See how easy that was? Available. You guys seen this? Seen the power of this? show you a couple more examples here in a second. Let me show you more examples. The little doggy will help me out along the way. Here's a good one, guys. Survivalist.com. One keyword, one word, survivalist. And you know that was taken. I knew it was taken before I even typed it in. Survivalist.com is taken. How about this? Survivalistcenter.com. Available. You guys see the power of this? This is 2 words. You see the power of this? And I'm going to show you some examples you guys can use yourself to get keyword rich domain names really quickly, really easy. Just take a couple minutes, guys. You just put a few of them in, try them, each one of them out, and which one works, you buy. See, we did Survivalist Center. Survivalist. Okay. Pet beds, 2 words, petbeds.com taken. How about pet beds online? 3 words, petbedsonline.com available. Bam, right? Pet bed center, 3 words again. See how easy that is? All right, let me show you what I do here, guys. This is my favorite ones. Write them down, take a screenshot, whatever. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them right now. At the end of the domain name, you can use store, online, depot, center, world, or central. These are my favorites. You can come up with different ideas yourself, but from my experience, these work. And store and online is my 2 favorites. I won't use one like pet. Okay, I'll give you an example. If it's pet beds store, I won't use 2 S's together. So it'd be pet beds online or pet beds depot. I won't put 2 S's together. I don't know. It's kind of funny like that. I guess think people would misspell and so forth. But I use store and online quite a bit. But all these work. Okay. It depends on your niche and stuff too, right? Most time you wouldn't say, maybe survivalist world would work, but you wouldn't say pet beds world or something like that. You say pet beds store, pet beds online, pet beds depot, right? At the rear of the domain name, rear, okay? See what you can do at the front right here. At the front of the domain name, you can use this, and I've used these 2 here quite a bit, my, your. Okay, you can use DIY, my, your, or best. These are the 4 that works best for me. My and yours 2 best, but you can use it at the front of the domain name. This is at the front. I showed you a few minutes ago. At the rear of the domain name, you can use this way, right? I'll take you back to the examples here. Right? Birding binoculars, right? Birding binoculars center. Birding binoculars depot. Survivalist center. Pet bed store I wouldn't do because it's got an S behind it. But I mean pet beds online, something like that, right? There's pet beds online, pet bed center. So at the end of it, the end of your domain name is one you guys use, right? At the front of the domain name, you use this. Pretty simple technique, right? Oh, my mouse is going haywire again, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, we're going to give you some Amazon tips real quick. Some really cool tips, tricks. You want to write some of this stuff down too, guys, real quick? All right. Do you remember I told you a while ago about the pet beds? We talked about the pet beds and show you the example of the pet beds. The cat club tree, I'm sorry. Cat club trees. So I looked up just one company on Amazon that was selling these things. And I looked at all their feedback, all the feedback they're getting here. And I went and looked at them and contacted the company and so forth. Went to Google it, went to Google Go Pet Club Cat Tree and found the manufacturer on the first page, top of Google there. And all you have to do is simply go here, like find on Google, guys, when you add a new product, Go Pet Club Cat Tree and do a search. Look here. I find all these ones. So if I am or you are approved to sell this company's products or any company's products, for example, and you do this real quick and you go add a product on Amazon, let's go back again. You go to add a product, you go to inventory and add a product, you type in the name of a product, whatever. It could be Christmas ornaments, it could be Betty Boop Christmas ornament or whatever the product is, right? And you see all these listed up here, and you are approved. My mouse is going crazy. You are approved for one of these products. Any one of these, you see this design, this design, this design. As simple as takes you about 30 seconds, guys. Go sell yours, and then another box pops up, and then you just submit it and you're done. There's no listing. It takes a while to list products on Amazon if you're doing it manually. If you're just drop shipping, you're selling this product for the manufacturer, it takes you a couple seconds to do this. Use Amazon's bundling policy to create unique items. So if somebody's selling an item, as you are on Amazon, think of creative ways to create a unique product bundle. For example, and Tide knows all about this, and so does a few other people we know, is bundle products together, guys. So if you're selling the knife set, how about selling a knife sharpener to go along with it, right? So you can sell the Diamond Fingers knife sharpener, the Ozatech Diamond Fingers knife sharpener didn't give much for. to go along with knife sets. So you have a sharpener set. It just makes you different, makes you stand out from your competitors, right? How about selling the PS4 and selling Grand Theft Auto as a bundle, right? Sell it all together. Same thing with the USB cable. Maybe you sell the USB cable adapter and that adapter for the, I think it's an iPod or some kind of adapter there. But just instead of just the USB cable, guys, or adapter or phone charger, whatever, bundle it up with something else. So if you're selling a cable, sell the wall, the jack that goes into the cable as well, so you can plug it. They can use it on the wall, 110, or they can use it on their laptop. They can change it out. So bundle things together, right? Here's a tip that I like to give people. Most people don't even know about even some of the power cells that I know. I've shared this with a few people, and they're like, "Wow, I did not have an idea." But I'll give you the link here in a second in a notepad. I'll show you. It's Seller Central. It's HTTPS sellercentral.amazon.com/8Z. Contact us performance. People all the time say, "I don't know how to get a hold of Amazon." So if you're a seller on Amazon and you got your account banned or locked or whatever, or you had a problem, or you just had a question in general, there's a place right there that you can call them. And you see it says "Call me now." As soon as you put your phone number in, guys, they will call you right then and there. I mean, right then and there. It won't take 2 minutes or 3 minutes. They will call you. Somebody, a live person, will call you right then and there. Okay. The thing about this, I have found that it only works from like 8 in the morning to like 6 in the afternoon or 7 in the afternoon or something like that. But they're not open 24/7. So I'm on the East Coast here in the U.S. So about 7 in the morning would be 5 in the morning for you guys out west, right? But I have found out that it works from like 7 in the morning to about 6 or 7 in the afternoon. And somebody will call you right then and there. So you've got a question about a listing or just anything. You get an answer there. It's pretty cool. They'll call you and somebody call you and get answers. I love it. Like I said, the link is not always, if you go to that link and it doesn't say that, you don't have the phone number here and it just says we are offline, temporary offline right now, it means there's nobody working right then, okay? Because if you go to that link and it doesn't have all this information, then like I said, it's not their business hours. But when you do, you'll see it says this right here, talk with an Amazon associate, put your country and your phone number and call me now and somebody will call you right then and there. It'll ring a couple times and you'll have a live person talking to you. So there's the URL you use, guys. And HTTPS, see it, sellercentral.amazon.com/HZ/contact-us/performance. Really good stuff. Guys still hanging with me? Just get a drink of water. Let's get refreshed up here, guys. I'm just getting started here. You guys writing your questions down too? I know we've got a lot of questions coming up. I see a lot of questions coming up on the thing here, so be sure you write them down too, guys. If one's just not, asking the questions yet, they're waiting until the Q&A, because we'll do a Q&A here in a few minutes. So I want to help you guys out, and I know there's a lot of people going to have ask questions, right? Sure, Heron. Yep, Joe. So that's how you can get Amazon to call you guys. Like I said, a lot of people don't even know about this. I mean, I've those power sellers that makes hundreds of thousands a month on Amazon didn't even know it's existed. It's pretty cool stuff. I've had some great help with them before. So by contact them, if I had a question about can I embed a video on my listing, just any kind of stuff. I had a problem with one of my accounts before too that got temporarily blocked. And I had to get that straightened out and resolved, and they helped me out. They actually, the guy on the phone that I talked to that day actually told me what to do via the email and how to get it straightened out, and that worked. So they're there to help you guys. So who wants to look over my shoulder and see exactly how to do this step by step, how easy this stuff is, guys? It really is easy if you know how to do stuff. So I'm going to show you a product here called Ecom Domination, guys. It's a complete e-commerce training. Get you selling products at lightning speed. So you'll be able to take action easy and follow it, so you can follow a method and exclusive software that I got. I like things to be easy, guys. I don't like to overcomplicate things, make things technical on people. So let me show you what I have in this training, guys, what I have. And I'll tell you the price here in just a second. I'm going to pull up the website here. I want to pull up the website for you guys. And I want to show you what's in the members area. It's hard to say, talk to people and say, hey, what's in your members area? What all is in there? And I'm going to show you guys what in the member area, and I'm going to show you the ridiculous price that you can get this at, and then you're going to be shocked. So when you first log into my members area on my Ecom Domination, guys, we have a private Facebook group, we have training videos, we have bonuses. But one thing I stress, guys, is when you go into the training on my stuff, there's a route that you need to take. See, this says bulk surplus, liquidations, importing, white labeling. If you're a newbie, you don't want to be in these modules. You want to start a different route. And my first video here explains to you exactly why. My researching hot niche ideas, guys, is not just one video. My videos are all in small sections, small little chunks to keep you so you can ingest them easily. And this is just one module. This is research hot niche market ideas, guys, module 2 alone. And I'll scroll down and show you all the videos in here. And like I said, they're short and sweet and easy to follow, so you can maintain it. And all the and if I talk about any video, anything in a video, or a link or anything, guys, it's always down below the videos. Continue to module 3. But the coolest thing I have, guys, is I have some research software that help you find products really, really, really quickly and easy, and how to find what's selling the best on Amazon, eBay. But there's a lot of information here, guys, about how to build your store, how to use Amazon, because I know a lot of people don't want to start off just building your own store. Maybe you want to start using Amazon, so you would stick right here. You would completely not use building your store at this moment, and maybe you just want to sell on eBay. Like I said, you don't want to do bulk surplus and liquidations. You don't want to do importing, white labeling, that kind of stuff, then yeah, stay out of it. We have a software bundle here, guys. We have a ton of bonuses to help you along the way. We have 4 pieces of software. Let me show you what the software is, guys. This is crazy. Really crazy. Show you the software that I got. This is all $297. I'll give Ty to get you guys the link here. And there's a link. Let's put it in the questions on the box for everyone, in the chat box real quick, and I'll go ahead and show you the software, guys. It's only $297, guys, and I'm going to show you what you get. So this is the advantage I have, guys. I have a piece of software. This is one of the pieces of software that's in here, guys. It's called AZ Prospector. And what it does, it goes through Amazon, and it helps you find by searching in here or going by category and find the hot sellers, how many the reviews they have, by the sorting options, days in the top 100, and by price. This software alone, just what it does in the search you do here, would take you literally weeks to get all this data populated. In time you got the data populated, the results would change, because it's just constantly changing what's in the top 100, what's the best sellers on Amazon. This does it within seconds, the AZ Prospector. And we actually just did another update on this software. I'm constantly updating my software. If any of you guys know me, you know I update my software on a regular basis. It changed our API. Maybe I get enough feedback from you, people like you, that says I would be cool to have a different sorting option or a better sorting option, then we'll add that function to it. But we always have our software updated and keep it up to date to the times, right? We have another piece of software called eProspector. Does the same thing on eBay, shows you sold counts and so forth. Guys, this is crazy software for eBay doing intelligent research for different, like we was looking for digital bathroom scale right here, and I can find out what's selling and what's not, and I have the prices and everything right here in front of me. I can actually sort down and just dig right down real quick, hit a couple buttons, boom, 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 and I'm done. I have my research done within a few seconds, and I can move on and do some more research and find a manufacturer and so forth, right? Here's a cool piece of software. Another one, guys, Sourcing Samurai. This is for you guys that want to start outsourcing on Alibaba. You guys maybe want to start importing your own products. We've got a tool here that you can go use for it's called Sourcing Samurai for Alibaba, guys. It's really cool, and it's really quick, and it finds the hottest selling products, and by the prices and stuff. You can see if they're a gold supplier, if they have trade assurance, there's some response time and all that kind of stuff, if they're online at the time. And you also can save. You save your favorites and so forth. You see go to the little star right there. You can actually click it and make it highlight them as your favorites and so forth. Come back to them. It's really cool stuff, guys. So the choices I cover all the e-commerce channels. I cover Amazon, because I am a big seller on Amazon. I've been a big seller on eBay for 10 plus years now. I do a lot with Facebook now. I've really got really good with fan pages and building fan pages and get them go viral within days. Your own website. If you want to import, if you want to white label, then we got sections for that. And bulk surpluses, I like to buy tractor trailer loads of stuff sometimes when I get it for pennies on the dollar. And so you want to take the path that's most comfortable with you. That's what the most important thing here, guys, is taking the path that you're most comfortable with and the best suits your abilities and your needs. Because let's face it, not everybody's going to be comfortable building your own websites right now. Maybe Amazon's the quickest and easiest way to do it, and eBay, right? Maybe you're not comfortable with importing right now. So you take the path you're most comfortable with, and it's all explained when you get into the members area. I'm with you guys every step of the way. So the special offer, guys, a one-time investment. I won't try to charge anything else ever. $297 is it. It's only available for a limited time. I could easily be selling this for $3,000 to $4,000, and Ty knows that there's other products that they're selling for thousands of bucks. I bought them myself. He's bought them as well. Didn't have near the training that I have in here. It's a one-time investment, guys. When you sign up, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee with no questions asked, guys. So if you're not satisfied, neither am I. Just contact me, and we'll return every penny of your investment. So you are 100% protected. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain when you sign up now. And best of all, guys, no OTOs. I'm not going to try to sell you anything else after you buy. There's not going to be a pop-up that says go grab this. You need this to make this work or anything. Everything is included. It's all there, guys. I don't like to do that on webinars and stuff. I like to put everything all together, and that's what this is. It's all together. But what's all worth, guys? $3,000 easily, because there's a lot of other training I know for a lot less. $197 easily for AZ Prospector, $197 easily for eProspector, $197 for Sourcing Samurai, which is about a total of $3,500 for $22.97. It's an amazing deal. So that's not all, guys. That's not all. We'll include for the first 15 people, and it depends on Ty's mood and stuff as well, that buy this software and training right now, you'll get the secret my secret AliExpress software. This is another piece of software, guys, I use for AliExpress. This is really great for doing arbitrage. I got a couple of my students killing it using this software, hot products selling on AliExpress, and I'm using all arbitrage on their website. For the first 15 people to grab this, guys, you get this software, and I might extend it to 30 or so. So this is Ali Prospect. We actually just did an update on this yesterday, updated and added some cool stuff to it. It also has a favorites button where you can favorite your people. So do a really quick search by price. You can look by category and then go by price and total orders and total feedback, which, like I said before, is really, really important. If you can see they're selling a whole lot of them and they're getting a lot of feedback and votes, then you know it's a hot selling product, right? So what's this all worth now? It's worth $3,000 again, like I said, $197. $197 for that software, $197 for that software, and then we come up with a total of about $3,700, guys, for only $297. So the link is here. It's http:/ecomdomination.com/get/Ty. All right, we'll get ready to open up to some Q&A. Oh wait, that's not all, guys. For everyone who purchased today, guys, I'm gonna leave this open till tonight. This special bonus will only be open tonight, and I'm going to show you here the inside of this. Ty's going to be amazed. For everyone who purchases today, you'll also get my outsourcing formula. It's a complete video training package, guys. I'll show you all the videos and all the bonuses, and there's also 3 bonus pieces of software go along with this amazing offer. This is to add on to the Ecom Domination to help you guys start outsourcing. Like I said, there's a video training, bonuses, videos, exclusive interviews, and there's 3 bonus pieces of software. So outsourcing formula, outsourcing prospector is a piece of software. It's in that package. Outsourcing organizer, so you can organize your outsourcers by the time and so forth, your budgets. And Market Spark Pro is a cool little piece of software to help you get traffic. You get all 3 of these bonuses when you buy a day, guys. And I'll show you outsourcing formula real quick and what's inside there, okay? I had that pulled up here too. Outsourcing formula. So when you log in here as well, guys, we have training videos, ton of training videos. So you go into the introduction, and then you go next one to be find where to find outsourcers, post your job, communication styles, and so forth. We have 3 pieces of software here, guys. Like I said, outsourcing organizer, Market Spark Pro, and outsourcing prospector. Cool. What I really was so excited over is getting these interviews with Ty Cohen. There's interviews, 2 from Ty, 1 from Gonzalo Pastrana. People know him. John Jonas is really big. Lena Trevetti, Rob Howard, Rick Thompson, Davin Michaels is a 1, 2, 3 employee. But Ty did his interview with me one day. This has been a little while back, and we had such a good time. Ty called me that afternoon. He said, "I want to do another interview with you." And so we did 2 interviews on the topic of outsourcing with Ty, guys. Like a contractor quizzes, the outsourcing templates. These quizzes, guys, I guarantee when you download these and you look at the quizzes I have, I guarantee you're going to flip out. Because just nobody has quizzes like this and never even thought of it. So just saying, there's really good stuff in here. You have a lot of other bonuses and stuff here as well, guys. But all these interviews are amazing as well, not counting your training you get. So that's just a cool bonus. It's coming along with the package, guys. So that's all the whole outsourcing formula package I have with the training, the bonuses, like I said, the interviews, these 3 pieces of software you also get for the $297. So you can't beat that with a stick. Just claim your fast active bonus here, and here's where you claim your bonuses, guys. If the bonuses for outsourcing formula, you would have to submit a ticket here on Ecom Domination/support, and my help desk guy will give you the link. I've already talked to him about it, and you claim your fast action bonuses. That's where you claim your outsourcing formula and your software. It's all in one big package, but you'll have to get the registration link from submit a ticket here for your fast action bonus.
Yeah, and you know what, Sam, leave that slide up there for a second so I can add this link into the chat box here. as well. Let me just type it up here because there's some folks that are asking for it. And also, there's a lot of folks that have questions, so
Sure,
we're going to hang around and
sure,
answer some questions as well,
sure.
folks. So let's see. Um,
That's what I'm here for.
So if you have some questions, go in, throw them into the chat box right now so we can ask Sam and we can get
One thing,
your
you guys,
questions covered.
e-commerce, you guys, one thing, e-commerce does not discriminate. And I don't mean that by a racial thing or anything like that. Guys, you could be from any country. You could be any color. You could have disabilities or anything. E-commerce doesn't discriminate. I guess he got a friend that's blind. I don't know how his computer works and stuff, but he's been running e-commerce business for about a year and a half now. But e-commerce, guys, is for anybody. If you're, if you're not so financially stable right now and you're just trying to make it, you can make it, right? If you got hurt and you can't walk or something, you're in a wheelchair, it works for anybody, guys, because it doesn't discriminate. It's a great business to be in. Everybody loves it, and everybody that I know loves it. And like I said, I've been doing it for 13 years, and sure, I've been doing e-commerce. I mean, I've been doing info products and stuff as well for the last quite a few years, but my true love is still e-commerce, and Ty knows that for a fact. But then my true long-term thing has been e-commerce. It's been a long-term thing for me. It's always been there for me. I don't have to work it that hard after I've built a website up and a niche up. I don't have to work it that hard after I get it going, right? It's just about
Hey,
getting
actually,
things done.
Sam, you know what? I don't think that link is working. Did you post a different link into the chat box?
Which one? This one here? This? Oops.
Oh, that's the support link. That's what it
That's
is.
the
Okay.
support link. The support link, guys, is to get your bonuses.
Gotcha.
That's the
Gotcha.
support.
Okay.
The support links to get your bonuses. Oh, and I told you guys too that I'll give you guys the people that just was here, guys, and we'll give you a bonus. I'm going to go ahead and send it here, the link in the chat for you guys, so you can grab your freebie. I told you guys I would give you a freebie at the very beginning, right? So I want to make sure you guys get that, and don't feel I didn't give you because I want to give you guys your bonus. I told you I'd give it here. So here's a link, guys, and we'll put it. It's right here on the screen. So here on the screen. Can you guys see this? Oops. The screen keeps going black. It's ecomdomination.com/get/Ty. We'll put it in here again. Can you see it, Ty?
Yeah, I got it. And
I got you.
also
Cool.
typed it in just now as well.
Like I said before, guys, I'll keep that open. The bonuses open till when do you want to end it? I was initially saying till midnight, but it's totally up to you.
You know what? Let's do this. Let's keep it open. Let's keep it open until midnight. So.
Okay.
If you get in, and here's what you want to do, folks, in case you have to talk this over with your business partner, your spouse, or whoever, write down this URL right now. Actually, type it into your browser and then go in and favorite it so you have it. So ideally, before these bonuses run out, you should get in right now while it's fresh on your memory and you don't forget. So do that. This is a great system. I can't believe that Sam, number one, is given away for so cheap because, it's something that anyone, as he said here, anyone, doesn't matter what your gender is, it doesn't matter about anything, you can go in and you can do this, right? So we still have a lot of people that are watching right now. There's a lot of people that are on the fence. There's a lot of people that are in. So congratulations to everyone that's in already.
Lots of people jumping on already. And like I said a while ago, guys, you're 100% protected. You got 30 days. If you say you don't like this way I sound, you can't understand me, I sound like a redneck, which I do. If you just, if you just don't like it, you just don't think it's for you, then you have 30 days, guys, to get your money back. And, we'd gladly give you your money back. Just hit our support desk up and say, hey, this is not for me. And then we, simply give your money back. But like I said, you're protected. So it's time to jump on. And look at just the first year, guys. You already passed the Christmas season, the Christmas rush, the Christmas season up. Right now is the time to really get started, to get going before the summertime and start building your business up to kill it next Christmas, right? Or kill it, period. Or kill it, period, because you can kill it pretty quickly. I see a question about how long does this usually take? How long could it take me if I spend 2 or 3 hours a night and really build this up? I would say within a month or two, you can start selling, doing really well. It depends on how you can start selling, making money within a couple of days. It depends on the avenue you go, whether you go Amazon or eBay, where you want to sell stuff. Now, if you're building your own websites, it'll take a little longer, all right? And building a website's easy, guys. Just explain to you all that. It's all detailed step by step. I don't play any games. All my training shows you exactly step by step how to do everything. What plugins to use, what themes you should use, are all free. What shopping cart plugin you use, which is free. Everything I show you is free. All you need is hosting, which is cheap now. You can get a shared host. Just use a PayPal to collect money. We don't have to have an SSL certificate. You can use shared host, which is like $5 or $6 a month now, and then domain name. If you want to do the domain name now, I still recommend having a domain name, period. But that's a whole nother session we can go through.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, all the
Absolutely.
bonus extended till midnight, Heron.
Right, so here's what we're gonna do. Again, let's limit these bonuses because I want to make sure that we're getting the action takers in. So people that are serious about doing this, people that are serious about changing their year, right? If you want a different year than what you had last year, this is the way to start off. This is the right way to start off, as a matter of fact. As I said, I've been dealing with e-commerce for the last 18 months here, and the results are phenomenal, incredible, to the point that, you know, this is something that I'm moving full-fledged with here. So jump in, and you guys are getting it at a price that is a lot cheaper than had you gone to one of the other sources that sell this type of information for $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, and a lot of you guys know who I'm talking about. So this is it. This is the real deal from someone that has been doing this stuff for years. All right, so that's it.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I see. You know, me and Ty was talking about this, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago when, I'm not going to say the name of the product, but you give a few $1,000 for it, yada, yada, remember? And,
Yep.
and I actually had to take a look inside of it too as well. And it's a lot about white labeling and so forth. And this really what sparked me, guys, is I'm like, this training, I mean, sure, it's worth $2,000 or $3,000 to other people, whatever they're selling for at the time. I think it ended up going to about $4,000 before they shut it down last time. But I seen that it was just not enough training there. Just it was kind of only doing white labeling and so forth, which I think you know, you should have all the knowledge you have. All the knowledge in e-commerce should be in one big place. And it took me 8 months to put this product together, guys, to really think about what people needed and all my knowledge I've learned over 13 years. And I don't hold anything back. I mean, I show you every technique, everything to do step by step, and it's not theory or speculation at all. I show you things to do and things, and you can always expand on it and do your own little tips and tricks as well. But what works for me is all in my training, guys, even down to, you know, white labeling and or importing your own products as well. We go to detail on buying bulk surplus, guys. That's big money in that too, and you can buy bulk surplus for cheap. But the thing is, you have to store it somewhere. You have to have a warehouse. But you can buy like train container things that got a little wet from next to nothing. I've bought bankruptcies and bought bank auctions for like, oh my gosh, guys, you don't even know how cheap stuff that I have bought and made a shit tons of money off of just by buying bankruptcies, you know, bank auction stuff from businesses that went bankrupt. There's a different aspect, you know what I mean? Like I said, you don't, if you're not, that's not where you're getting comfortable at. But what I mean, I put a lot into this product to where anybody that's newbie can get started, or anybody that's even, you know, been at this for a while will still get a lot out of this. And especially the software, guys. We update our software on a regular basis. You don't have to, if you're using the software and it's on your desktop, you don't never have to log back in the members area to update it. If you update it and they ask you to update to a newest version, it'll tell you, hey, we have a new version out, and you just do it right on your desktop, and it's that simple because it's Adobe Air. Oh, another thing, it's software, guys, that work for anybody. If you're a Mac or a Windows user, it's Adobe Air, so it'll work on any system. So pretty cool stuff.
Gotcha. Awesome. Well, Sam, let's jump into some of these questions that are coming in
Okay,
here.
white labeling, Joe. Joe's asking white. That's a good question. White labeling is, okay, so for example, is a product maybe a Frisbee or tennis shoes or something that was, you know, it's different. It's not a brand name or per se, to have your own name put on it. So maybe you was getting a pair of virtual reality goggles on, right? Goggles. You was gonna start selling virtual reality goggles. You can get a hold of a manufacturer over there and tell them, hey, I want to have my own brand name and stuff put on these, and the box is made with your brand name, and it's only to your brand, right? So that is what white labeling is. It's nothing you're inventing or anything, you know what I mean? You have to come up with the idea and all that kind of stuff. It's already a product that's already out there in the market, but you're just having your name put on it. It's a pretty cool idea, right? Did you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, white label is a pretty good way to go. I'm not really big into white labeling per se. I have a few products that I do white label per se, but I've got a couple that I actually have complete rights over and so forth, right? But that's another whole trick, and it costs a lot of money and time. I'm trying to, do you teach, I try to understand what that word is, Mike. And you think, and you understand what that is, Ty?
Let's see, which one
You
are you looking
teach
at
at the very
here?
bottom. Oh, I see. I'm sorry, Mike.
Well,
Anything,
Amazon Kindle
anything.
and e-commerce
I know
domination.
I'm redneck, but I just couldn't read that redneck. Oh, he forgot. He did the Y instead of U. Anything about Kindle, Amazon Kindle and e-com domination. No, we don't really go deep into anything like that in Kindle stuff. I do have some Kindle training products, but I think Ty is the authority in the Godfather and the Amazon Kindle realm. Okay, I go through some more questions. And DX was talking about a payment. You bought this before and you had a problem with it or something, but just get a hold of the help desk and they can take care of over there. Let's get the box over here for you guys.
Let's see, what else do we have here? What are the fees? So Tracy has a good question. What are the fees for being a seller on Amazon before making sales?
$30.
Yeah. So there you go, Tracy.
Yeah, $30.
White labeling, we touched on that. Lydia's in.
Actually, you can pay if you sell more than 30 products a month. Then you can get another account. I think it's $80 a month. I'm not sure they changed.
It's the $79 account.
$79 account, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Heron's asking about the bonus. Yes. Dell's asking, I have my own physical product and automotive accessory, luxury. Okay. How can I sell it online? Okay, I have the domain. Is it on top of Google? Let me see. Well, I mean, it could be the domain name. Maybe you don't have enough keywords in your organic SEO on your website. Dell might try to do some videos. Videos help you, not to get ranked, but get traffic. But is it your own physical products? But I don't know about the domain now. I'm looking at your domain name, and I'm not sure if that's going to really help you get ranked. It depends on the competition. I have to look at the competition and see why you are not ranked. Now, sometimes you have to give it time. I don't know how long you've had it up there and so forth either. Sometimes you have to give a domain a little bit of time. A lot of times when I go into a niche, guys, like hubcaps or whatever it is, garden statues, bike jerseys, I'll buy 2 or 3 domain names, and I'll get one of them stick. And domain names are cheap, guys. Okay, Ann Lee said, are NFL products not branded and copyrighted protected? Yes, they are. So, but let me tell you how you get around this. You don't have to get approval to sell these. Why? Because the manufacturers that are bringing these products in is the ones that has to get the licensing approval, not you. You can still sell the product all you want, but somebody along the line has to get approval and be a CLC, which is a collegiate licensing group, or NFL group. You definitely want to sell licensed product. There's tons of that stuff on AliExpress, guys. It's all illegal as hell. Everything on there pretty well is. But you don't want to sell stuff that's illegal. Like I know somebody got in trouble here recently, and I think you know somebody too, Ty. We both know somebody that's getting sued right now for something a little silly. Well, not silly, but things happen. But when you deal with the manufacturers doing licensing stuff, guys, they're the ones licensing. Let me give you guys a tip too. You're gonna love this one. I can forward you the email too, Ty. This company. This is just to give you an example. Okay, they have to license their stuff by a certain day every year. It's a yearly thing, so they have to pay a fee, and then they have to pay a percentage of everything to sell under that team or whatever, right? When the license agreement comes up for the next year, if the company doesn't sell enough of a particular team or whatever, or they decide to drop the NFL and just do college and baseball, whatever, they have until a certain day to sell all that stuff. After that day, after that license agreement day is ended, terminate at the end of that license day, they legally can't sell that product anywhere. They have to throw it away. So if you wanted to, you could go in, guys, like especially last week or last few days before that, the end of the day, you can buy stuff for pennies on a dollar for next to nothing. I mean, cheap, nothing, next to nothing. I've done it quite a few times. I'll give you an example. A company that I've been dealing with for quite a few years sent an email a while ago, and right before we got on the webinar, and they said that they're dropping their NFL license. They do collegiate and baseball. They're dropping an NFL license, and they're telling us the dates and stuff. I know from my experience, the closer it gets to that last day that they can legally sell it, they're willing to give it away for nothing to get rid of it. You can sell it for 10 years after that. After you bought it, you have the rights to sell it, because they have to turn all that in, yada, yada, yada. But you still legally sell that product. You can't go make more of them, but you can sell what you want.
Hey, Sam, I just want to acknowledge everybody that's in so far, because we got a ton of people. We've got Lydia, we've got Mike, Rhonda, Reggie, we've got Ricky, Brendan. So a ton of people that are in already so far. So guys, ladies, get in right now. We're probably going to be closing this thing up once we answer a few more questions. And you don't want to miss out on this. I mean, this is something that sells. It's something that allows you to create a business, right? A real business that you can tie into and start to create some regular, consistent income. So
Yeah,
get in.
we also do try live sessions and stuff as well too, guys. So you can also look in the live. There's a live sessions in one of the modules. We do a lot of live sessions, and every once in a while I'll send out an email and say, hey guys, we're doing a live session. We'll do a couple-hour session and go over Q&A and just help people out and stuff, right? So there's a lot of that kind of stuff that goes on as well. So it doesn't end there. It doesn't end by just buying this package here, guys. That keeps going on. So we do updated software. You get that. We do updated videos. We do training. If I find a new technique, I'll add it to the training and I'll send an email out. Say, hey guys, we got new stuff coming out here. Grab it, and it's free there in the members area. Go grab it. And like I said, we do from time to time we do training sessions. Usually about once a month, or maybe 6 weeks sometimes. We'll jump on and do a call with everybody and find out what's new and try to help people out. Oh, I see.
Let's see, I got a question from Lydia. Lydia says, do you recommend the .ca for folks that are in Canada, or should they stick with the .com?
I would stick with .com. That's my personal opinion. And it depends on search too. I guess I'm not sure how the internet works in Canada, if they show a lot more CAs than they do .coms. I've never heard about that though, be honest with you. I've never heard anything crazy like that, but you never know, right? I think there's some countries that can't see our own stuff. I deal with some a couple of my manufacturers in China, and I can't send them to a Facebook page, stuff like that. Just certain things I can't send them to because they can't see over there, right? But
Yeah, that's a really good question.
Yeah, it's a good question. But .com is always the best in my opinion. Love my .coms.
DX says, I'm really happy about this webinar because it's Sam.
I want to thank everybody for coming out here and listening to me, because that's a long time to listen to me. Even my wife don't even listen to me that long. I'm just kidding, guys. But I want to thank you guys. I do want to thank everybody for coming out, and you guys, congratulations for taking action. If you guys, the ones that haven't, if you have to wait a little bit and talk to your wife, that's great too. Do what you you got to do. Talk to your wife and talk that kind of stuff.
Or your husband.
Yeah, your husband or whatever. $297 is really not. Guys, think about this. If you had to go if you wanted to open a franchise, a Subway franchise and stuff, what's that going to cost you? And I'm not saying I'm giving you a Subway franchise here, but I am giving you my keys to the kingdom to where I think you can get to Rome pretty quickly. $297 is actually a steal. I've sold this for a lot more. And I'm just doing this for Ty because he's a great friend of mine, and I think we'll probably be seeing you tomorrow, won't I? You'd be good to have a couple of things to do, but
yeah,
guys, it's an amazing offer. I'm doing this, just a great deal for Ty. But you couldn't buy a franchise and try to start a business and start trying to ramp it up. I honestly, if you don't think that I didn't give you everything in this training product when you go through it, then don't go ask for your money back, and I'll give it back to you. But if you're a newbie and you don't even have a business started, guys, start in module 1 and it goes explaining to you exactly how to start your business on all the steps. And it's not just one video, it's a number of videos. It shows you exactly how to start your business and what steps you need to take. If you already have a business to already started, you go to module 2 and then module 3. But watch the first video when you first go in to understand where you need to start. Okay, because I explained that to you. It's like a 3-minute long video, and I explained to you, ask who you are and where you need to get started at. So be sure you just don't get lost and get in there and hop around and stuff. Follow the modules and steps, because I laid them out in steps for a reason, guys. Okay, because I want to make people easy for people to digest and to be able to absorb into them, so they can go out there and do this themselves. Right? Take notes, guys. Another big important thing is always take notes. So take notes and always refer back to them. Let's see, more questions here. See, it's
I
hard
just
to find a
posted the link
manufacturer.
in once again, folks, also. So
Melanie, that's how you say it. It's hard to find a manufacturer to work with you if you're brand new. No, they're not. If you have a business, if you have a legitimate business name, most companies will work with you now. Here's the key. Have a website. Okay? Have a website, even if it just says what you guys do. I have my main corporate website. It doesn't have any products on it. It explains what kind of stuff we're in these particular niches, and we sell stuff online, and that's all you do. Have a website. It doesn't have to be fancy smancy. It doesn't have to have products on it. Have a website. So manufacturers, Melanie, people want to work with you, because if they don't, they're not going to stay in business long. Companies want to sell things online. They want to sell. The thing is, they'll have a minimum order quantity what modern manufacturers look at these days is people buying stuff for $42 and selling it for $45. It hurts the market, it hurts them, and they want to have minimum pricing. So if they sell it to you for 42 and they say you have to sell it for a minimum of $79.99, sell it for $79.99 or more. And don't be afraid to sell it for more than everybody else, other price, more than other people, guys, because people will still buy from you. I've got some products I'm selling on Amazon now for $10, $15 more than everybody else, and I still sell quite a few of them. So I'll take my cut, and I'm good with it, right? But that you have to ask the manufacturers. You need to have a business, at least a decent business name. It doesn't cost nothing to start a business these days, and have a business website. Like I said, it doesn't have to have products or anything else. It's a mission statement of what your business does. Okay. Most manufacturers really want to work with you. Like back in the day when I got started, people didn't want to work because they didn't know what drop shipping was. They didn't understand the whole thing of it. But nowadays, most companies know all about it, and they're willing to do that because it expands their profits. They can sell more stuff. They can get more stuff in from China and sell more stuff, more flowing and more revenue and so forth, right? How do you separate yourself from others on the same product? Well, I add better stuff to my product. I'll add tutorials to my product. I'll bundle it with something else. I make, and like I said before, Dix, is just look at the feedback and so forth of other people selling the same product and try to separate yourself from them. Feedback and reviews really help a lot. And try to separate yourself from them by bundling something else with it or making it better, right? Maybe the product they're looking for is not waterproof, and everybody wants a waterproof, this product to be waterproof. So you go to look out to find a solution to make this product waterproof, for example. There will be a replay. I guess it's going to work. I hope it works good. It will. It usually does. What source was you used for 1-800 number? Let's go put that up here real quick. I'll put that up here for you guys real quick. This is what I use. I use eVoice, guys. Let's see what the pricing is. It's pretty cheap. I'm paying pretty cheap now. I think I've got the $17.99 or $19.99.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Also, it's pretty, pretty good.
They don't have it anymore, the price that I'm at now, but I think my price is like this with the 5 extensions for $17.99 or something. Right? Yeah, $19 is not much, yeah. But it's a really good one, guys. The extensions is like sales, support, you can just name them whatever you want, right? You'll never use 1,000 minutes, believe me. And the cool thing about eVoice, you can have it. It's not a phone. You have to hook your house and stuff. It's a plan there, guys. So you have it forwarded to your home phone, for example. You want to number your home phone. If you're going out of town, you want it to go to your cell phone. Have your cell phone. You can have it ring 6 times or 3 times or whatever on your home phone. If it doesn't answer there, you can have it after that. After it rings to 6 times or 3 times or whatever you tell it to do, you can have it go with your cell phone. So it's really cool. It's a really cool thing. So if I go out of town really quick, and maybe it's one of my people is out of the office or something like that, and they can't answer the phone, I can have it forwarded instantly over to my cell phone, right? Pretty easy smeezy. You can have the voicemail set up with it and all that kind of stuff. It's really cool, and it's well worth it. And I don't get anything out. There's no affiliate links or anything like that, guys. It's a really cool system. Like I said, Ty, he uses it well. I love it. I've been using it for about 4 years now, maybe, or something like that since they first come out, and I like them. I wouldn't go with anybody else personally. There's probably a ton more out there, but I like them. evoice.com. Okay, I'm looking at some more questions.
You know, Sam, one of the things that I think I saw is how quickly can someone get involved with this? Like, how quickly can they start to see a return, like and start to make some sales?
Well, you can actually start within a couple of days. It depends on if you have a business license. Now, I've seen Chris is saying something about a resale number. You don't need anything local business number. It's not like you have a physical store. You have to have a resale number license with your local city and all that kind of stuff. There's nothing like that, Kristen. But you do need to have a business name, a federal number. And it's what, like $80 or something to start that these days, Ty? I think that's what the cost is.
Yeah, it's about $100 or less. Yep.
Yeah. So, but if you have a business name, and most people, if you guys are online already working online, you have some sort of business name. So you should start making serious money within about a month if you really put your head to it. You can really start. I got one of my students started, and within about 5 weeks, he was already making like 5 figures, so he's doing really well. But he put his head to it, right, and follow a step. It depends, Michael. It depends on how much money can you make with it. It depends on how much time and effort you put into it. You know, nothing. You know, what I found out over the years, and I've owned a lot of different businesses over the years, is always have to put hard work into it to get the fruit. You know, you have to grow the tree to get the fruit out of it, the fruit of it, right? The taste, so you can taste the fruit and stuff. So it takes a little bit to build that business up to get it to where you want it. I say usually 30 days if you put your mind to it. It depends on how much money you want to make. You know, I know one kid that started a year and a half ago, and he's making $200,000 a month. You can start. You can pretty easily, if you really put your mind to it, within 30 to 60 days, you should be able to make $5,000 to $10,000 a month easily. Right, or more.
Yeah, I think that's very, very doable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we started, Sam, I showed you one of the products actually the other day.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm buying this thing for like 60 cents, 80 cents. We're selling it for $10. Not only are we selling it for $10, but we're also, more importantly, getting people into our membership. And you know, most people end up paying about $400 or $500 just from this $9.99 product that they end up buying from us. So, and built that thing up to the point where, you know, and I'm not saying that this is what you guys can do, but we're doing tens of thousands of dollars a month just from that, you know. So
yeah,
it's very doable. Like
once
Sam said, you put in the work. No push button magic over here.
But once it gets going, it gets going. I've got some website that I know no matter what time of year, if it's Christmas or if it's January or February, I know the website's going to make a certain amount of money every month.
Correct.
And it depends on the niches and stuff as well. But the thing is, guys, once you get a good niche going, you sell a good product and stuff, don't sit back and start counting your money and taking vacation. Build you another another niche, man. Build them up. Build them up. Next thing you know, you're making a crap ton of money. Believe me. Even a couple of niches I'm in, guys, I don't have just one website selling products. I have like 5 or 6 selling the same product, basically. So it's different domain names, but selling the same products. But don't, you know, after you build one website, because after you build it up and you got your products on there, guys, there's really not much maintenance other than collecting your money and sending orders to manufacturers or shipping products out if you actually have the product yourself and you're selling it. If you're drop shipping, you're just sending emails out to a manufacturer. It's just easy, smeezy, it takes 30 seconds. But you're not maintaining that website. You're keeping the website small. That's another thing I'll tell you. Keep the website small, guys. Don't do 36,000 products ever like I did. Keep them to 100 to 200 tops. You might even have a website that has 10 products. I have one website, guys. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 websites that has one product. One product. It's one page, one product. Check out and contact us page. That's it. Zero, nada. That's it. One product, guys. I sell a lot of them. So
I think that's another good point that I appreciate you for pointing out too, Sam, because a lot of people get bogged down in all of the small details, right?
Yeah.
And they just forget about, listen, what pages are going to make me money? You need certain pages like, you know, your privacy pages and things like that, but what is going to make you money? All of the other crap and fluff is not going to do it for you.
Yeah.
So that's another good point.
Yeah,
This is why I brought Sam on, because he knows this stuff. You know, this is an individual who's been in the trenches. So
don't overthink it, guys. Don't overthink things.
Yeah.
And if you don't go out there and try, it's not going to happen for you anyways. So, I mean, if you don't go out there and put a little bit into it and try to make things happen, don't get discouraged. Look, I did it for 4 years, 2003 to into 2007, 4 years, didn't meet anybody. I didn't know anybody. I taught myself. I didn't have all the avenues, all the resources that everybody's got these days. And I just made it happen, right? Now you guys have resources, training like this, software, stuff like that, all kinds of people, you know, chat rooms, you know, Facebook groups, that kind of stuff. You can learn a lot from. And if I can do it, guys, a redneck from North Carolina, I call myself a redneck. I'm not really, but I sound like one. But
his neck is more of a tannish color, I think.
But no, guys, if I can do it, and anybody can do it. Really, like I said before, you know, just e-commerce. Doing e-commerce, guys, doesn't discriminate no matter who you are. You can make it happen, guys. If you want to just start off small, making $10, $20, $100 a day, guess what $100 a day adds up to at the end of the year? Adds up to a good chunk of change. $1,000 a day, guess what that adds up to, guys?
40,000 there? $100 a day times 30, what's that, 30, that's 3,000, right? Times 12, that's $36,000 a year.
Now, Ty, when you first started doing information products or just got online and started? Did you start making money all of a sudden? A little time. And once you get to the $10 a day step, the $20 a day step, and you start hitting like $100 a day guy step, it just avalanches. It just goes on and on and on. And next thing you know, guys, it works. You just have to, once you get to certain points, it keeps going and going and going. You just keep putting a little bit of time into it. Now I can take time off. I'm getting ready as soon as we get off here, guys. I'm gonna go out, go get some water and stuff like that, fill my gas tank up, do a couple of errands and stuff like that, because I can do that kind of stuff. And Ty can too, because he works for himself. I don't have to be tied down to the computer all the time, right?
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing, is having some freedom, guys, and spending more time. You know why I really started wanting to do work online, guys? Tell you I didn't say anything about this earlier. I had a computer store, right, and had employees and so forth. I got so burnt out with having to pay for billboards, light bills, taxes, employees, hearing the bitching and complaining about employees. This one didn't like this one, whatever. You know what I mean? I wanted to work from home, and the most important, I wanted to be home with my kids. My kids were just getting ready to get into high school and stuff. Well, they were still in middle school, but I wanted to be home with my kids and so forth. I didn't want to be driving 20 minutes each way back and forth to my store. I wanted to be home with my kids and spend more time before they grew up and so forth. And that was my main goal and my main purpose, freeing up more of my time so I could spend more time with my family, right? And be able to make a whole lot of money and do things like me and Ty's getting ready to go on a cruise next week. Or me and Ty and I hope 500 more people. And I don't know how many years, just 4 years I think I've done this. But, we're going to cruise and, and have a good time and network and enjoy ourselves. It takes time off. That's the kind of lifestyle that we all want, right? It's about, having extra time and some freedom, stuff like that. So, and trying to live it the best life we all can, right? And that's what it takes. It takes money to do it, guys. It takes money to do it. So, and it takes a little bit of work at first to get things going. But like I said, it's not that hard. It was harder for me, and it was harder for Ty when he got started, because, like I said, there wasn't as much stuff going around, the softwares and all the information going around now that there is. And so you guys have a lot more opportunity with these types of offers like I've got here to advance yourself a lot quicker than it took me and so forth, a lot of other people. And like I said, you're guaranteed for 30 days. Like I said, try it. If you don't like it, then we're glad to give you a refund, guys. So, and also you get the bonuses and stuff too. The outsourcing stuff is very important, guys, because at some point you need to start outsourcing your business stuff, and that'll come in handy when you're ready to start outsourcing some of your business tasks, okay?
Absolutely. All right, let's see. Do we have any other questions? Do you talk about free plus shipping modules in this setup, says DX? DX, I think that's something different there you're talking about.
Well, for free plus shipping models is like, giving away free and you pay for shipping, for example. We talked about this the other day, remember, Ty? Maybe you give 80 cents for the product but charge $7.99 or $9.99 shipping, but give it away for free. You're still making money off the product, right? I have found out, you know what? People like free shipping. I don't like giving the product away. People do like the free shipping better than just doing free then pay for shipping. Just make them pay for the product and then give them free shipping. It works better for me. I've tried it both different ways. Dix has asked a question: how much capital is necessary to get started? You're probably $100, $200. Dix, doesn't cost much to get started. Domain name, one domain name, hosting, and doesn't cost you anything to drop ship. So it depends on where your drop ship. If you want to do eBay, it doesn't cost you anything on eBay. And you can drop ship on eBay, on Amazon. I would just be specific with the manufacturer to allow you to do that, right? But you can do that. I drop ship for quite a few products on Amazon and do really good. I've got a really solid manufacturer that supplies a good product for me and stuff, and they get the stuff shipped out, pretty quickly for me. And so I like selling their products online there. But that doesn't cost me anything, right? I just work a deal, contact them. They say I can sell the products. They send me the images and what's going to cost me, and they get my credit card number whenever I sell a product. I send them an order for it, and then they'll charge me. Otherwise, I collect the money, and it doesn't cost much to get started, really, does it? $100, $200 top. You should, even $100 get you started easily. And like I said before, you're not going to go buy a whole business in a box like this, guys, for that kind of price. Especially, you're not going to buy a Subway or a McDonald's franchise that gives you everything that you need to get started here. Alrighty then, guys. Well, all right, then it looks like questions are starting to slow down. It's really great, guys. I had a good time sharing stuff with you guys. If you didn't buy, I hope you still had a really good time and learned a lot. I like to teach people and help people out. Like I said, it's all about helping people, right, Ty? And helping people, and then the money comes later, right? You just got to help people and show people other ways and open their eyes to the things that they have out there that they didn't know about. I didn't know about internet marketing for years. I said years and years ago that computers would be the death of the world, and I'd never own a computer. Well, after I learned what computers did and stuff, I had to swallow my words, right? But computers is an amazing thing, these guys. So you can turn your computer into a cash machine. This one I've had here for about 5 years made me so much money. I couldn't even fathom how much it's made. But guys, you can make it happen. Don't play games on your computer. If you know, dedicate time to building systems up and building your business stuff instead of playing games, watching the news, watching Judge Judy in the evening, and that kind of stuff. All right. What's important is spend time with your family and build your business up, and you know, building something up to where you can have some retirement, right? Vacation money, that kind of stuff. That's what it's all about, guys.
Absolutely, that's it. And it's not hard to do. That stuff is not hard to achieve. And as long as you stay focused, as Sam said, you know, and consistently put in the work.
Yep.
Stay disciplined.
Yep. So, stay disciplined.
Hey, Sam, I want to thank you for stopping by, and like I said, you've always provided great value. This was good stuff. I think we got a lot of information out of this. If you're not in already, take that URL down, ecomdomination.com/get/Ty. All right. As Mike just said, this is a very true business in a box at a very reasonable price. Mike, thank you. I couldn't have said it better. If you're not in, go ahead and get in. Join the group. We've got a lot of people that have just gotten in, so you want to come in and join some folks that are like you, that are like-minded individuals and thinkers. So I hope to see you on the other side. Sam, have a good day. Thanks again. And we should have this recording shortly.
Yep. Thanks, everyone. You guys have a great day.
Bye-bye.